A Sioux Falls man recently returned home from one of the most grueling races in the world, the Iditarod Invitational. As you're about to see in tonight's Eye on Kettleland, unlike the popular sled dog race, this man competed on foot.
The views are just amazing.
This is what Ryan Wandless saw.
Yeah, this is a lot of my day, for the most part, every day.
And this is what he heard while on a foot race along the Iditarod Trail in Alaska. Wandless was one of 52 people who entered the Iditarod Invitational, a race 350 miles long through some of the most rugged areas of the Alaskan wilderness. Wandless, who has run numerous marathons, competed in this same race last year, so he knew what he was up against and the elements he might face. But it's the kind of challenge that he's always wanted, ever since he was a kid, because he says a race of this type is way more complicated.
The research and the planning and the thought of weight versus calories in the food, and it was kind of, like a self-supported journey, even though there's little areas along the way that you can get some food and some aid at. But I just remember reading, the books as a kid growing up, and it just seemed like, these wild adventures that you could get yourself into.
Another beautiful area.
Wandless says he packed only 3 shirts and wore regular tennis shoes because anything heavier would make his feet sweat. That's why he packed several pairs of socks to make sure his feet stayed dry. He kept his supplies and a few other essentials in his sled.
Most of my day is kind of just spent hearing that thing drag.
He says staying dry is the important part.
And you're constantly measuring, your body temperature. If you push too hard, you'll sweat too much, and eventually your clothes will just fill full of sweat, and, it's game over then.
Most of the time, he'd be alone in the wilderness, even at night. But he says that's not a bad thing.
I just found that as long as I took it easy and kept going one step in front of the other, I could just keep pushing myself. But one of the advantages to traveling at night is it's usually the coldest part of the day, so you're not trying to rest when it's really cold. And second, the trail really firms up and gets a lot faster than during the day.
But that train keeps rolling.
Plus, as beautiful as Alaska is, he says the nighttime was spectacular.
One night, the northern lights came out. A lot of times you'll get the greens and the blues on the horizon, and it'll just be this like sunset-looking thing. But this time they came out in pillars, and they shot up in the air, and the whole sky would turn, blue and green and a little bit of reds. And
Mother Nature's reclaiming her trail.
But it wasn't all sightseeing. At times, the winds were harsh, blowing snow over the trail and burying it, making it hard to see. Despite all those obstacles, the cold, the wind, the snow, and steep terrain, Wandless finished the 350-mile trek in less than 9 days, an accomplishment he doesn't regret.
It's a huge commitment family, it's a huge commitment financially, and it's a huge commitment with one's time. In the back of my head, yeah, I'm already, getting ready to go back there for sure.
It sure is beautiful. Now, of the 52 competitors, Wandless tied for 22nd place.